Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a new item that I just picked up. I had actually seen this flashlight a couple of weeks ago at my local Walmart, and I thought it was a little gimmicky, but I decided to go ahead and pick it up just because it's been getting a little cool lately here in Central Florida where I live. But I figured maybe somebody might have a use for this and might want to know, how it works and stuff like that. So, I went ahead and picked it up. As you guys can see, this is from Ozark Trail. Now, Ozark Trail is a Walmart brand, and they tend to come in a lot cheaper than your other brands, especially when it comes to like knives and flashlights and things like that. So obviously the big thing about this is that this is not only a flashlight, but it is also a hand warmer. So again, that's where I thought it was a little gimmicky. I've never really had a use for hand warmers where I live, but maybe somebody that lives in another area of the country that it is a little bit colder, longer, longer periods of time of the year might get a use out of this. Obviously, as you guys can tell by the size, that is by no means an EDC flashlight. This is a flashlight that I would keep like in a bag if I go camping or something like that, or maybe keep it like in the garage and reach for it when I need it and stuff like that. Now, the good thing is that even though it's a larger size, it is also a rechargeable light, which is good. And you do get a high output of 1,000 lumens, and it is IPX4 water resistant. So the packaging here in the front, it does tell you that it has 4 light modes: high, medium, low, and what they call survival. Super bright LED doubles as emergency hand warmer. So again, that was the gimmicky part to me, but I wanted to, pick it up to check it out. Just because I've never seen a flashlight that intentionally is a hand warmer. I've seen some flashlights where the head does get a little bit warm when you're using it, but it's not intentionally a hand warmer. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this is, again, the packaging, and it is available through Walmart. Again, Ozark Trail is a Walmart brand. We'll set this off to the side here. And then inside you have some instructions here, and then the flashlight and the charging cable. We'll set that off to the side. Take a look at the instructions. I do recommend that you check it out just because of the different features that the light has, but it just gives you a little bit of a diagram here with the different components of the light. And then on the back, it does give you some specifications if you want to go ahead and pause it there, but there you go. It's 1,000 lumens on high, 500 on middle, 300 on low, and then survival is 50 lumens, and then there is your run times. It does have a 5,000 milliamp battery. So the cool thing about it is that it can also be used to power other devices if you wanted to do that. Taking a look at the charging cable, here it is. So this is a USB-C, so it's USB-A to USB-C, so that's really good. If you tend to want to have all your cables be the same, then this one will be a USB-C. And then here is the light. I kind of like the color of the light. It's just kind of greenish, goldish color, which is pretty interesting. I'm glad they went with that color as opposed to like a black or something like that. You do have the lanyard here already attached if you wanted to go ahead and leave that on there. There is a flat edge at the bottom here, so it does allow it from not rolling if you set it up on that edge. And then you do have some work right here on the body, which is just meant to be nice. It doesn't unscrew or anything like that, so you can't gain access to the battery. And then there is your reflector, very smooth with your very deep LED right in there. So you do have one button here that actually pretty much activates the light and activates the hand warmer function. And then in the back right here, you have a little silicone cap that when you remove that, it's going to give you access to a couple different things. So you have the, you have the charging port right at the bottom there, the USB-C to charge up the flashlight, and then you have a USB-A output port, and then a couple of LEDs right there, which will give you some status lights when you're charging it or when you're using it as a power bank. So we'll go ahead and put that in there and make sure that it's nice and secure. And as I mentioned, the button here on the side is basically going to activate all the different modes. So if you press it once, it's going to go to high, and that's going to be your 1,000 lumens. Press it again, it'll cycle down to middle, which is 500 lumens. Press it again, it's low, 300 lumens. Press it again is survival, which is 50 lumens. And then press it again and the light turns off. Let's see if it has a memory. I don't think it does, but we'll see. So when you press it again, it'll cycle back to the high there. So we'll stop it at this one here, okay? And then we'll turn it off. Oh, no, no, it won't turn off right away. That's the other thing. Then, yep, no, no memory. So you definitely have to cycle through all the modes if you want to get back up to high, and then you just go through, and then it turns off. So that is if you just press it, and then it'll turn on, and then cycle through the modes. If you press and hold, you'll see that this turns green, and that actually activates the hand warmer function. Now, I have been playing with this for a little bit now, a couple minutes here and there, and after about 3 to 4 minutes, there is considerable warmth to the body right here. So it's basically the center section here of the light is what actually starts kind of warming up. But I didn't see any type of very, very hot where I couldn't hold on to it. But again, I only used it for a couple minutes just to kind of see how that works. And there it was. So I could tell you that yes, if you were in a pretty cold circumstance and you wanted something to warm your hands, you could go ahead and use this and be able to give you some warmth to your hand, especially if you're going to be using the flashlight as well. So as you can see, the green is letting me know that the hand warmer function is on, and I could still actually activate the light. So that is really cool. So if I'm, very cold night walking outside and I'm walking the dog, I can, have this, let's say I'm not wearing gloves or anything, I could have the hand warmer function on, and I could still cycle through the modes on the, little flashlight and still use it. So as you can see, it turned off, but the green light is still there, letting me know that the hand warmer function is on, and it is, I could still feel it kind of warming up a little bit there, which is nice. So again, it's a pretty big light, so it gives you enough room to be able to, hold on to it and warm your hands. But again, if you're going to be warming both hands, you're going to have to kind of be passing it back and forth. But as I mentioned, if I'm wearing gloves and I have to use a flashlight, then I don't need a hand warming function. If I'm not wearing gloves and I do have to use the flashlight, then it's good to have it because maybe I'll have my other hand in a pocket or something like that, and I can just use the flashlight, like I mentioned, to walk the dogs, take out the trash, or something like that. For something quick, I don't foresee having to need that hand warming function. But again, it's going to be some prolonged amount of time that I'm going to be outside in a cold environment, then it does come in handy that your flashlight doubles as a hand warmer there. So if you press and hold, that light will turn off, and then that'll turn off the hand warming function. So again, a little bit of a gimmicky device here, but I'm pretty sure somebody might have come across it and wanted to know some of the specs and things like that. All in all, I bought this for about $17 at Walmart. So again, for 1,000 lumens, USB-C rechargeable, doubles as a battery bank. That's not a bad deal. Again, not taking into consideration the hand warming function. It is a little bit bigger. So what I'll end up doing is I'll probably leave this in my garage or something like that. And it'll be a nice light to kind of reach up to, and it comes right on at 1,000 lumens, which is for the most part, if I have a flashlight that has high output, I generally use the high output the most. So it's cool that it does come on at that 1,000 lumens. And again, it's more, for a close-up using, and, area light and stuff like that, even though with that deep, the LED sitting so deep down in there, and then it being a smooth reflector, it does push the light out there quite a bit, which is nice as well. So again, this is, it's a pretty gimmicky device, but I think that if you have a need for it, or if you're into flashlights and, you kind of want to check it out, I would say that you do so. It's available at Walmart. So it's pretty easy to find. Just kind of go to the camping section, and that's where I found this one. Again, this is from Ozark Trail, which is the Walmart brand, and it is the hand warmer flashlight. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.